So the Jews start talking shit.
No.
Yeah.
They fucking don't.
Again.
No, this is number 4.
They say they wish they died when everyone else did. During the plague.
That could still happen. It's still on the table.
And Egypt was better.
I just really wanted to see the promised land.
Well, I really wanted you to do the magic trick exactly the way I told you to do it because you know how important magic tricks are to me, right?
It's so important.
So now it's time for Aaron to die.
Oh.
So Aaron and Moses and Aaron's son go to the top of a mountain.
There are a lot of mountains
They
in this desert.
strip Aaron of his priest clothes,
This is getting weird.
put them on his son while he's still alive. And then Aaron dies. And then they come back down off the mountain, and all of the Israelites somehow know Aaron's dead, and they're sad about it.
Sure, that checks out.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
This book is you. This is like, yeah, there's a bunch of fucking snakes. People were scared. Like, what do we do? God was like, make a statue, and then they made a statue.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
This is
Great.
I love it. And oh man, I want to meet this guy because 21 gives me another date again.
Yeah.
August.
Okay. 15?
Don't be stupid. Don't give an exact date. They can't keep track of that kind of stuff. Why does it hurt so bad? Why?
It's an old book. Very. This is like one of the old books. Yes. What? That's in the book? That's not in the fucking book.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm now going to tell you a story.
About 22.
Yeah.
Time update.
Yeah.
January/February of
Okay.
1406 BC.
Okay, so it's been almost a year. It's been over a year because you just said August 1407.
Yeah, but time's going back. Do the months go backwards?
Like they must.
They would have to,
Yeah.
right?
So it's been like a year and a half.
This is an interesting
Backwards.
question on
That's
time
weird.
now.
Yeah.
Or do the months go the same direction, but the years get less
No, that
instead of
doesn't
going
make sense.
up?
Oh, yeah. No, that would make sense though because time isn't going backwards.
The years are just going down.
You're counting, yeah. Okay.
So this is like 6 months later.
yeah.
Also, it just says January/February,
Right.
which I do love that.
So
That was weird. A weird concept. Time is weird. Anyway.
I'm going to try to make this tangent that I'm about to go on very quick.
Okay.
Have you played Dark Souls?
Yeah.
The first one?
I played a bit of it. I didn't get very far.
Okay. So as you get farther into it, you obviously explore more of Lordran.
Yeah.
There are parts of it that are very creepy because you're like standing on top of a building and you look down and you see like the infinite depths of this incredibly intricate city that's empty.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this feels, you know, like that creepiness because you're like, oh my God, there's an entire world going on in this story that they're not talking about.
Yeah.
So there is a king named Balak.
Cool.
He sees the Israelites approaching and he's like, holy shit, that's 2 fucking million people.
They're covered in blood.
Yeah.
I wonder what they want.
So he has heard that the Jews are a killing force to be reckoned with. So he sends a message to a man named Balaam. And he's like, hey, I've heard that your blessings and your curses are pretty fucking dope. Pretty solid.
Thank you. I
Curse
worked
and
really
blessing
hard
work.
on them. Yeah. I appreciate
you
that.
have a great reputation.
Stop it.
I've got some dudes
Mm-hmm.
outside my city.
Sure.
I would super love it if you would come curse them.
And you know what's funny?
Huh.
I would love to curse them.
Right?
So I'm going to go do that.
So Balaam's response is, before I do that, I do need to check with the Judeo-Christian God, which we both accept exists and worship.
Sure.
And see if he's
The
cool
same
with
God as those guys?
Uh-huh.
Who's like notably on their side for
Right.
everything.
Yeah, I just need to double check with him because I'm also his servant, apparently. I just need to make sure it's cool if I curse them.
Man, this story has you got a lot of jumps in logic.
Right.
That we believe in the same God that is clearly on their side.
Feel like you're reading too far into it.
I'm just stating facts that don't make sense.
That seems like reading into it to me. As the author of this book, who doesn't like to be questioned. I
you
don't
know
like it.
what?
Huh.
Let's just keep this story
Let's just
rolling.
do that. Let's just move forward because if we question too much,
We'll be here forever, and we'll eventually make a
For-
show about it.
Ever.
Where we commit a lot of our time every week to make a new episode.
Weird amount of time.
About how this book doesn't make any sense and how it fosters an entire civilization in the modern age.
So Balaam
Balaam.
goes to sleep, gets a message from God, and God's like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
God, it's been so long since I've seen
Right?
you. How have you been?
I'm finally. I've been laying the groundwork for this thing I'm working on for a while now, and it's finally coming to fruition.
That's great, man. What are you
It's
working
super
on?
awesome. I'm trying to bring all these people to a land that I promised, over 5,000 years ago. It's been a process.
It's a long time.
It's a very long time.
But you always keep your word. That's what I've known about you. Me,
Thank
Balaam.
you. Yeah,
We've
right.
talked many a time.
So many
before.
times. We're very close.
It's weird how this is the first time I'm in the story, though. Don't you think? All right.
Yeah.
You're never wrong.
Yeah, no,
I love you.
I know that. Yeah. So Balaam's like, "Hey, can I curse these people?" And God's like, "Oh, yeah, no. Sorry. No." So Balaam sends a message back to the king. He's like, "Hey, man, God said no." It actually says the Lord said no. So apparently Balaam is best friends with God and is the same God as the Jew God. And the king's like, "Right, but what if I gave you money? Like a lot." So Balaam's like, "Well, let me take another nap, see what happens." And takes another nap. And God's like, "Dude, seriously, no. We just did this." But
You never had a problem with just doing things before, though.
I know, but I'm trying
Me,
to,
Balaam, your best friend, who
right?
you've
yeah.
known forever.
But I'm trying to do the whole New Year, New You thing. I'm trying not to get caught.
It is
in
January
cycles.
/ February.
That's why I brought that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm paying attention.
Yeah,
contact-
I mean,
yeah,
listen, it's
continuity.
almost it's / February,
Right, so it could
which
be anything
means
else.
you are still hanging on to your resolution.
Trying.
That's good.
Trying. Thank
That's
you.
good of you. Most
It's
people
hard.
give up after
They do,
January,
yeah.
because commitment is rough.
It's difficult.
So I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
The king offered me a lot of money, which I can obviously give to you. Don't know how. You're not really tangible.
Yeah.
But you could have this money.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah. If I could just curse your Jews.
I still don't want you to curse them.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say it's okay if you go talk to the king. Maybe he needs an in-person thing.
Okay.
Maybe he needs you to actually be there to explain it to him. The messages are weird.
They're funny.
Don't curse anybody,
I won't.
but you can go talk to the king and explain to him that I said no.
Okay.
I think that might work better.
I think that'll work. I think he'll get it.
Yeah.
I think I understand. Kings are known for being reasonable.
Very reasonable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I made them in my image.
And you're a reasonable guy.
Super reasonable.
Me, Balaam, your best
Right,
friend.
yeah.
We've been friends
Super best
forever.
friend. Do you remember? Oh yeah.
So
That's
many good times.
So many good times.
So many that we can't actually talk about them anymore. We have to move forward.
Moving forward. So Balaam gets on the road, and God becomes furious that Balaam is going to talk to the king.
What? What he just said to? What he just said to? He just what? What happened? What happened, God? Why? Who's Og?
22. 22.
22,
Chapter 22, verse 22.
Make a wish. Okay. Nope, went too far.
Yeah, don't read too far ahead though, because some fun shit happens.
I'm just looking for numbers. I'm not reading ahead anymore. But God was angry about Balaam's eager attitude. And then there's a little addendum thing. And then it translates literally. Quote, God was angry because he went. So he sent an angel to stand in the road to kill him. As Balaam and his two servants were riding along, Balaam's donkey suddenly saw the angel of the Lord.
Yeah. So the donkey sees the angel in the middle of the road, and it stops moving.
Is there?
I hope so.
I think this is all the murder.
That is all the murder. That's all at 21.
This is all the murder they've been doing.
It's the end of 21.
I'm skimming. I'm trying not to. Is this still a murder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go crazy with those Legos. Is that ahead or behind?
Both.
The Bible's confusing.
It is.
It's terribly confusing.
Oh, so okay, this is actually the next chapter. So this is chapter 23 that we're about to get to. So it skips the story of Balaam, probably because it makes no goddamn sense. It is
enough.
weird the things that this book that the Brick Bible decides to skip, because it's listen, man, I can't make this make sense. It's but you can make the next thing make sense.
Yeah, I have a Lego for that.
Fine. I
have an extra Dumbledore Lego. I'm going to stand in for Moses,
Fair.
and it'll be fun.
So The donkey sees the angel, but Balaam can't. And the donkey stops moving. And Balaam starts like whipping the donkey and being like, fucking goddamn go. And so the donkey does, and like it goes around the angel. And I don't know if like the angel wasn't allowed to move and it was like trying to kill him or whatever, but like it didn't get him. So
Also, donkeys aren't known for being incredibly fast.
no,
so if it's
not
just
at all.
going
It's
around,
kind of cruising.
yeah, imagine it's not even like cantering. It's just more like a
It's plodding along.
just walking.
Yeah.
Just donkey walking.
Yeah. So they get to a narrow passageway, and donkey stops again. Balaam hits it again. Donkey goes again. Happens a third time, but this walkway is so narrow that the donkey has nowhere to go but through the angel, and so it
Sure.
actually lays down.
Donkey lays down.
Donkey lays down, and Balaam starts hitting it again, and then God, being the totally logical creature that he is, rather than appearing to God Balaam or explaining anything that's going on, decides to speak through the donkey.
First, you made an invisible angel that only a donkey could see, which that's a wild sentence.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, how can I talk to this guy to communicate properly? How about you let him see the angel? How about you shut up? How about I make him the donkey talk? We get a talking donkey, and then a donkey tonka, and tonka tonka.
So the donkey looks up at Balaam and it's like, why are you hitting me? And Balaam's like, because you won't fucking do the thing. The only thing you do is walk. And the donkey's like, but I've never disobeyed you before. Don't you think there might be a reason that I'm not going forward? And Balaam's like, fucking, I don't know. And then God lets Balaam see the angel. And Balaam's like, Jesus Christ, an angel. And the donkey's like, see, I told you. And then Balaam's like, dude, if you don't want me to go talk to the king, then I'll just turn the fuck around. And God's like, nah, it's fine. You go talk to him.
There's a part here that I just noticed. I'm gonna read up to it. I'm gonna read up to it. So she lay down on the road in a great fit of temper. Balaam beat her again with his staff, and the Lord caused the donkey to speak. What have I done that deserves your beating? Hold on, I didn't fuck that up. What have I done that deserves your beating me with these 3 times? She asked. Because you have made me look a fool, Balaam shouted. I wish I had a sword with me, for I would have killed you. The fuck, Balaam? Why is everyone so just got a hard on for murder? That's like their first, they're just like, oh man, I wish I could have killed you. Only reason I just hit you with
I
this.
planned poorly, so now I can't.
I hit you with my stick because it wasn't a sword. But man, if this was a sword, which I wish it was, I would have killed you. Fuck, man. What would you have done with a dead donkey? You would have walked.
Yeah.
You would have. Imagine if like you're just driving along and then like you have a new car and it's like gives you warnings for like in the little mirrors of like, hey, blind spot warning. And you just start stabbing your car. Why did you warn me?
Levi.
Ah! What? How dare you? Why did you turn the camera on the back of the car and I started backing up? Stab.
I was just trying to help you.
Man, I wish this was a gun so I could shoot my car. Jesus, dude, calm the fuck down, Balaam. Also, not even a little bit surprised the donkey's talking. Hit it a shit ton of times, and then it's like, why are you hitting me? Because you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. It's like, I'm a talking donkey. Yeah, I fucking would have killed you, you talking stupid donkey. God gave me the gift of talking. I'd kill him too. I thought you guys were friends. I don't know anymore. I just want to murder something.
So yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. And then Balaam sees the angel.
Oh, right.
And says, oh, Jesus Christ, I'll go home if you want. You could have just told me earlier. And God's like, actually, no, it's fine. You can still just go talk to the king. It all makes so much sense.
None of this makes any sense. This is a pointless story. No, it's not. I know it. I see what just happened. It makes so much sense now.
Does it?
The invisible angel, stubborn donkey.
Yeah.
You know what this was all for?
What?
God wanted to show off a magic trick of making a donkey talk.
True.
Hasn't done that yet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Hasn't done it yet.
Hasn't been any talking animals.
So he was thinking to himself, why is he going to talk to this king after I told him he could talk to this king? I have an idea. I'm going to make that fucking donkey talk.
Dude, I love that.
Thank you. I'm really good with magic tricks.
You are.
Say what you will about me and my temper and my love for murder, but the Lord thy God.
Top-notch magic tricks.
The best magic tricks you ever did see.
I mean, I agree 100%, honestly.
Making this donkey talk.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Why are you hitting me, donkey? You make a donkey talk.
I can't. I'm not God.
Good. You're dead now.
Fuck, man.
I don't know. I'm here to have a good time and a long time. Dead. Talking donkey. Dead.
So Balaam makes it to the king. And the king's like, hey, man, so these are the people over here that I wanted you to curse. And Balaam's like, right, for the third time, can't do it. And the king's like, okay, I do hear what you're saying. But have you ever seen a large group of people from higher up?
No?
Take a walk with me.
Okay.
We're going to get you to a higher spot. See how you feel about cursing them from there.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
No.
Yes.
No.
Still can't do it.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, cool.
But
So you
just
understand.
Come up here to this higher place
I feel like you're ignoring what I'm saying.
and just see how you feel about cursing him from there.
I feel the same. It's not about what I feel. You asked me to do it, and I would love to do
Go
it.
with me
But
on this.
It's not like God's gonna just change his mind once I go to this higher
We
place.
don't know that,
We don't know that.
right? What if we're closer to him and he's like, shit, that's a good point.
It is a good point. What if he wants to make a donkey talk again? And the only way
We
to do that,
don't know. We have mysterious ways, right?
mysterious ways. Talking donkeys.
So they get to the higher spot,
Mm-hmm.
and Plum's like, yeah, bro, still, no, sorry. But real quick, make me 7 altars and then sacrifice 7 lambs on them.
That's a lot of work.
It is. So the king does it.
Of course.
The king personally does it.
Again, sounds like kings.
Then Balaam goes into a trance and blesses the Israelites. And the king's like, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Damn it.
Hey, mysterious ways, am I right?
Right. Yeah. No. So the king's like, hey, okay. What if we went to an even higher spot? Like a different higher spot.
Yeah.
Let's see if you curse him from there.
I'm going to say 7 more altars and then a double blessing. That's what happens.
Yeah. And the king's like, son of a bitch.
He does more blessings and more altars.
So then they go to a third spot.
What is happening? What is happening?
And the king's like, okay, this time it's got to work. We're so high.
Your logic is, first of all, it doesn't make any sense to begin with. Why go the higher I go up, am I expected to do more of a curse? This didn't work the last 2 times.
Is
this all you have? Is just
kind of
elevation?
Elevation and money, and you said no to the money thing, so now we got to do elevation.
Yeah, but are you stupid?
Maybe.
All right. Well, I guess let's go higher up then.
Cool. Yeah. So they go higher up. He built 7 more altars, blesses the Israelites yet again, and then he goes into a super trance, and he does a final blessing. And he's like, they're gonna fucking be the strongest people ever. And then verse 25 is, then Balaam and Balak returned to their homes.
They weren't home?
They were on mountains above the thing. Well, Balaam came from somewhere else to meet with the king.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they left the high. I just assumed they were going up like a staircase.
Yeah, I think there was actually some work involved.